the video on hopefully making some vinegar. So I've made vinegar before. It's dead easy. You just take some wine and either leave it with the lid off for an extended period of time, and then it naturally turns, because of its contact with the air, it naturally turns into vinegar. Or you can add a vinegar that's already got a mother in it, something like that to speed up the process. Or you can make your own, something like cider, and once it's finished fermenting, leave it in an open container, and it quickly turns to vinegar for whatever reason. I don't know why that's quicker. Maybe it's something that happens to the wine, but that's certainly a quicker way of making cider vinegar than just buying some wine and kind of doing it. It's probably down to the professional people who make wine. It's probably just part of that process that it doesn't turn to vinegar. I don't know. I'm waffling. But anyway, so I was having a think. I was kind of thinking that you can't make vinegar out of wine that's too strong. So if you were to make it from something like a fortified wine, you kind of have to lower the alcohol content of it. And I was kind of thinking, well, do we actually have to make it out of wine or cider? Or you can make it out of sherry, and you can make it out of all kinds of other things as well. But do we actually have to ferment it? Can we just take some fruit juice, add the appropriate amount of alcohol to it, and then add a little bit of a vinegar mother to it, and will that turn into a vinegar without the kind of like fermenting kind of process happening, or it being from wine? You know, can we just buy some vodka and put it in some fruit juice, take it up to a level of about 10 or 11% alcohol, and then add some vinegar to it to turn it and start the vinegar process? Can we do that? That's the kind of question. We're going to find out. I could probably look online and find out, but where would the fun be in that? So I worked on Friday, and there were some grapes left over from the cheese and biscuits, so I have juiced the grapes and strained it through a cloth, and we are left with this grape juice. I've boiled it because there will be natural yeasts in the on the skins of the grapes, so that if we leave that grape juice, it'll naturally start to ferment. Well, it might go bad first, depending on which bacteria get to it. So what I've done is I've boiled it just to make sure that it's sterile. Now, so also I was kind of thinking with the vinegar, if we're using a fruit juice which is not been fermented, then because that's basically what wine is, it's fermented grape juice, it will have a different flavour profile, because anything that we ferment changes its flavour profile. Anything that we cook changes its flavour profile. So, but I just kind of boiled it just to kind of sterilise it, and then I've added vodka to it. So this vodka is just cheap vodka. I didn't want to buy any food grade alcohol. I just kind of thought, well, I'll just buy some vodka. It's just easier. So that's at 37.5% alcohol. So I put in 100 millilitres. I did a calculation. Well, I did some faffing around and working out. And I put in 100 millilitres of vodka in the container, and then I added, then I took it up to 350 millilitres of, added another 250 millilitres to it to take it up to 350 millilitres, and that will take the alcohol content down to about 10.5, something like that, if my calculations are correct. So let's just taste this fruit juice. That hasn't got any alcohol in it. Just tastes like fruit juice. Just tastes like sweet grape juice. And this is the one with alcohol in. Let's just give that a bit of a stir and a taste. Yeah, it's got an alcohol kick, but it doesn't taste very alcoholic. Wonder why. Doesn't taste like strong like wine either. We'll see if this works. Hopefully I've done my calculations correctly. Yeah, I'm sure I have. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, it's right. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. If it don't work, it don't work. It'll just be an excuse for another video, won't it? Where I can waffle on. So let's put in. No, let's shake up this vinegar first because there's sediment at the bottom. So that's not where the mother will just be present in all vinegar, but it'll be more present in the sediment at the bottom. So let's just make sure we get some of that sediment in here. So let's add just half a dessert spoon. Yeah, so it tastes a little bit vinegary. So I just kind of thought I'd boil the fruit juice because I didn't know if there would be enough alcohol in the vodka to kind of stop the fermentation process or kind of kill any bacteria. So that was another reason for. I mean, I suppose and you can't put too much alcohol in because that stops the vinegar from working. And then we just need a bit of cloth around the top of the. What have we got? And we have cloth. We have got a bit of cloth. And we just need a bit of cloth over the top of there, stop anything from getting in it. And then a elastic band that we got from somewhere, I don't know where. And this elastic band just to cure it. And then we'll leave it on the side and then we'll see what happens. It might take quite a while, but we'll see. We are at 3 months with this fruit juice that's got some vodka in it and a little bit of live a vinegar mother to get it going. I had a couple of tastes over a few months and nothing's kind of really happened, and I don't think anything is going to happen with this. I don't think it's going to turn into vinegar. It's still just kind of sweet and alcoholic. So that's going to be the end of this video because it's just been going for 3 months, and I just, constantly having to remember that I've got the video and not lose it. It just kind of goes on forever. However, I will keep it. I'm not going to throw it away just because after 3 months it hasn't worked. I'll just leave it on the side and I'll keep an eye on it for another 3 months. But I think, and if I don't update, if there isn't another video after this, then it just doesn't work. I think that's the best way to do it, because it's just always on my computer and it's always just there, staring at me. I have to remember to not delete it or anything like that. So it doesn't look like it works, but if it does work, there'll be an update at some point in the future. So I kind of need to go a failure, but not to worry, we'll learn something new, don't we?